Yes, I do enjoy junk food from time to time. Yes, I'm slightly gluten and lactose intolerant, meaning that cheese and bread are not my friends. But I swear, I'm still French. Hi everyone. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Margot and I'm a French citizen. 8 years ago, I decided to study abroad, and my plan was to come back in France afterwards with this American experience in my luggage. But I didn't. I did not come back. And after a certain number of non-permanent visas, I am today a happy, proud, permanent resident living in New York City. This abroad life experience changed my life tremendously, to the point that I cannot say anymore I prefer one culture to the other one. Of course, at the beginning, I was comparing. I was saying, oh, okay, it's better in the American culture, it's better in the French culture. But the year passed and I arrived to a point to say, they are just different. They're just different culture. But to feel home in this new culture, I created new habits in a sense that I was creating a new me in some funny ways. Today's topic is a sacred one for French people. I would say that being in New York tempered tremendously the cultural shock about food, as you can find international food everywhere. Is it possible to find a good croissant in your city? Not a Well, we're going to dedicate a whole episode about it, if you won't mind, because it's a very serious topic, right? But I would say I would like to share today what I found tricky about food when I arrived in New York City, and how many wonderful lessons I learned from creating new habits around it. Finding food that tastes like food. Somehow I found it very tricky to find affordable food that had flavor. So let me explain. In France, when I was eating tomato, for example, it had a tomato flavor. But I found it super hard to find a tomato in America that had the level of the flavor. The flavor was so much lighter in a way. And I have another example that I was in a restaurant and I was ordering a huge plate of lasagna. It was in a very well-established Italian Times Square restaurant. And my other half was with me and was very, surprised that I was eating so much, and even like bigger, portion of it, like with time. And I was telling him, well, it's like a lasagna, but I'm frustrated not to have the flavor of it. So I think like my reaction is to take more and more and more. But I was still frustrated and I was so full at the end. Buying groceries at Trader Joe's did the trick for a while. But was the real lifesaver was to become a member of a food co-op. The difference was night and day. Fun fact, fun experience, I don't know how to phrase it, but I noticed that I'm way more intolerant to dairy and wheat products in America than in Europe. I don't have the scientific facts to back it up. I don't have any explanation yet, just an observation. Let's be honest, in New York City, food is everywhere on the street. It smells good everywhere, and you have the best cook that come from around the world to come here to share their passion. Yes, a burger smells good. A hot dog smells good. A taco smells good. So yes, I embrace my phase of junk food without thinking about the consequences on my health. Junk food was not new to me, but that much junk food at once, yes. With time, I noticed that it was devastating for my mood. It had such a bad influence on my mood that I had to step back. but junk food is good. I mean, not Michelin guide type of good, but it's good, and it was made to be good, and it was made to be addictive. Adding to that, it's perfectly acceptable to eat on the street. Anytime, anywhere. So you get it. I was caught because there were temptations everywhere. At this point, I had to step back and reflect on what kind of food my body really needed and what quantity. Because definitely the portion size here are maybe double or triple what would be served in Europe. So I had to create a new habit to decide to eat a part of what was served and just to freeze the rest. In France, we have these habits of 3 meals a day where family members are sitting around the table all together. Don't take me wrong, there is a wonderful side of it to bond the members of the family all together. I'm not taking that away. But it takes hours, and it's a whole logistic in itself. In America, I naturally downsized it to 1 family meal a day, and the 2 other meals, we are very independent. And I have to admit that it's really freeing a lot of time. Don't take me wrong, I still love endless dinners with friends where I'm not thinking a moment about the quantity or the type of food I'm eating. I call that my French 20%. About the other 80%, they are the result of my American perspectives. And I'm so grateful about it because it brought me so much more awareness about my eating habits. If you like this video, please give a thumb up, subscribe, and hit the bell button. On the comment section below, I would love to hear about you, about your favorite food. Is it French, American, Italian, you name it? And how does it marry with your native food habits? Next episode, is it possible to find in your city an authentic restaurant where French people could say they found their family-style food? I'm going to share with you all my leads and all my feedback about the restaurants I have tested so far. Stay tuned. See you very soon.